to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the SMU Mustangs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Guys, catching up with the Rebels head coach, ranked in the top 25 with high expectations to start the season. That Week 0 loss shocked everyone. With a bye week to look at their issues, try to get things corrected. This is a crucial game today. Can they be the team everyone thought they were before the season started? We'll find out today. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. And the Rebels ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And you cannot start this game any better than to take the opening kickoff all the way to the house. How about the speed by the return man? Once he got in the open field, that dude was gone. This place is going crazy.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Well, I'd say that's quite a way to make an early statement. Take the opening kickoff and run it all the way back for a touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Miller. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. It's inside. It's Lacey. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Knight. Out wide right, it's Lacey. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
Nice play. And this running back showing you why he truly is a three-down back. He's not just dangerous running the football between the tackles or blocking, but he can also catch the ball. And when you get this guy the football in space in the perimeter of the field, he's got the wiggle and he's got the power to break tackles from the secondary. That's why this guy has an opportunity to play at the next level.
Lowers those pads. He rumbles out to the 39-yard line before he's steered out of bounds.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
And they got a chance to respond, and the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Sells to Fate. Out wide left, it's Cook. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
And after that last one, perhaps the emphasis should be on forward pass on second down. Left side is Cunningham. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Rebels go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Takes the handoff. It's Lacey. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Sets his feet, it's Knight. Fires left. Makes the grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point is good. So a drive there of 84 yards. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. And he's coming out of the end zone. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Play action with Lewis. Throws to the tight end. Comes down, it's Turner. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Mustangs peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback changing the play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Here's Lewis to throw. Open on the right side, that's Smith. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. And the Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. Tight end now in motion. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Got it. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Motion from the back. Throwing. Lewis. Lets it go to the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
And this has been a really good first drive, man. You talk about scripting the first however many plays. It's different for all the coordinators. Nice drive down the field. Now set up in a third down situation. Let's stay aggressive. Let's capitalize on this momentum and not try to kick these field goals because, you know, kicking field goals sometimes down the road can come back to bite you.
Couldn't pick it up on second down. Now they need a couple on third down. Quarterback signaling to his guys. To the air again, Lewis. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And we talked to the coach about this last week. Were you worried about the ball security? Your QB put it on the deck last week. You can't continue to do that and survive, and he does it again, man. Make sure you're getting two hands on that football. Keep it tight. And if I'm the defense, man, I'm going to keep pawing at that thing. I've already got it out once. I'm going to try to keep doing it.
Looking downfield, it's Knight. Right side, it's Alexander. Could not make his way to the corner. And the Rebels want to crank the tempo. The give to the lone running back. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. A run for the quarterback. It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And, man, that is exactly what you want to do. When the quarterback runs the football, you want to be physical. You want him to feel you. You want to make sure you land on top of him, hit him hard. This defense, very physical. Get the football out, force the fumble, get the big play for the team.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Lewis. Snagged in the middle. It's Turner. Smashes ahead. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll move the tight end. Lewis wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. He makes a catch. He's knocked down immediately, but they'll have a goal-to-go situation from the 8.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
The Mustangs have it with a 1st and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Touchdown, Mustangs! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Wants to throw on first. Turns up, it's Lacey. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. Don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's Knight. Working that wide receiver screen. At the 45 on his way. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
They give it to him again. Here's some daylight. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Rebels. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
Snags it, and he's open. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, SMU.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I'll tell you what, as a defense, you've got to respect it. You've got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Out wide left, it's Cook. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Hit and dropped in his tracks. It'll be a loss of 6.
And you don't always see tosses into the boundary. Most people want to go to the wide side of the field. Defense was ready. Not as much space when you go wide out there, but more importantly, the defense doing a great job winning, setting the edge, running to the football, shutting the toss down.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Caught in the backfield, it's Alexander. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
And those last two plays were disasters, and now it's 3rd and 17. Looking downfield, it's Knight. They're all over him. Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Trying to get started. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. RPO complete. Breaks a tackle and he might go. 20. Touchdown Mustangs! Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
And, man, it's nice to have an offense that can strike immediately. They can put fear in defenses, make big plays, and you see it, man. They can add to the lead. They can build a lead quickly because they have this ability to put points on the board quickly.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. Thought he might have had a little room for a second, but he'll be stopped at the 28. A pretty good job by the coverage unit. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Left side is Cunningham. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Looking for a gap. It's Lacey. There he goes. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Out wide left, it's Ray. Snags it, and there's running room. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
He's taking the shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep ones.
Wants to throw. It's Knight. Out wide right, it's Alexander. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. From the gun on third down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. The Mustangs call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. But, guys, they're not sending the punt team out there. They're going to go for it. This is a huge risk, and, man, if it backfires, they're in trouble. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Rebels line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Here's the punt high into the air. Not a lot of room to make this catch. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Changing the routes with his receivers. Here's Lewis to throw. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. With that penalty, the offense is backed up on second down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Lewis to throw. Fires left side, it's Smith. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. On the gun on 3rd down, Lewis stands in and takes the hit. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Makes a move. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Defense not showing press coverage. He'll pull it down. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his...
Makes the catch, and he's free. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We start with the Wyoming Cowboys taking on the North Texas Mean Green. And it's Wyoming looking to come out on top in what has been a high-scoring affair. And I love that neither team fears this moment. Gotta see which defense is able to make a stand. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Cunningham. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Long way to go on second down. Calls his own number. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. But moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Finds the tight end. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Rebels want to pick up the tempo. The run inside. It's Lacey. Inside the 30. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. And the Rebels are marching down the field. Drops back. It's Snipe. Rushes on. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead.
Here's the thing, not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Throwing, Lewis. Grab behind the line. It's Smith. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback, playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Lewis from the gun on 3rd down. Finds his big tight end. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Nowhere to go.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Lewis. Got it in the middle. It's Cooper. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. On the gun on third down, Lewis. Good job just to get rid of that one.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
And the Mustangs looking to convert on fourth down. Fourth down, Lewis. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert to fourth down, and it paid off.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
The Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Defense a little too anxious there. They're just making it easier for this offense. Defense made that job a little easier after the encroachment. It's 1st and 5. Throws it off the RPO to the 15. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Mustangs! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
Defense covering it up and not...